Somebody sent me a piece. There's a group called Media Matters, which is it's a censorship organization funded by Soros and a lot of other people who hate Western civilization, designed to prohibit people from saying certain things. Well, the things that they're prohibiting people from saying are 100% true, and that's why they're prohibiting it. And so I'm not mocking them at all. I'm just telling you, once again, what you already know, which is this is going to be, the next year is going to be, I think, I'd bet my house on it, really like nothing we've ever seen.
Yes, Tucker Carlson has never sounded like this before. Recently, according to this article, Tucker Carlson warned the next year is going to be like nothing we have ever seen. He put out some predictions on this same video. I don't know if you have seen this. The 2024 race won't be between Trump and Biden, and a lot of people are furious. Why is he saying this? Because from what we are saying, Trump can be rematched with Biden, but according to Dr. Carlson, that will not happen. On this clip, we are going to take an exclusive look into what is going on exactly. I'm going to play this so you can see exactly what is happening. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor us to do that. And if possible, why not share out this video?
Neither of us is going to get exactly what we want, but we'll each come away thinking we didn't get totally hosed, and we can continue to live together. That's what politics is. And that's why nobody wants to watch it, because it's filled with horse trading and accommodations. No one exits the process pure. Everybody has given up something. That's the nature of it. And while it's unattractive, like watching heavy, it's absolutely necessary. And it's kind of beautiful in its way. In its way. Everyone deserves love. And everyone deserves to live in a country governed by politics, not force. You say you hate politics. What's the option? Force. You only get two options. And we're past the political stage. Nothing, that's exactly right, whoever said that. Nothing that is happening now, or that has happened for the last 5 or 6 years, can be explained through conventional political terms. And so I'm not mocking them at all. I'm just telling you, once again, what you already know, which is this is going to be, the next year is going to be, I think, I'd bet my house on it, really like nothing we've ever seen in the country. And everyone can kind of feel that. You know, most of our perceptions come through intuition rather than reason. And if you have dogs, you know this, because they can't understand literally a word you say because they don't speak English, hardly any of them. But if you're close to your dog, you know the dog knows exactly what's going on, knows when it's time to go out, knows when you're going on a trip. Why is that? Because they don't hear anything, they just watch. And they feel. And people are very much the same. And if something bad is about to happen, everybody gets jumpy. And everybody's really jumpy right now. So I'm not here to make your anger and paranoia worse, just the opposite. I'm here merely to suggest a couple of things that I think you could do about it and that might be useful rather than pointless. Like spending a ton of time on social media screaming at people. Well, obviously, I do that for a living. And I would never discourage anyone from doing it. Probably aren't going to solve your problem. So the first thing I think that's really important as you stare down the next 12 months is to accept the fact that that all your senses are telling you the truth. A good friend of mine called Gavin DeBecker once wrote a book, the thesis of which was every feeling, every gut level feeling you've ever had is real, is totally true. That your gut is the one thing that doesn't lie to you. Your gut only has your interest in mind. It is not trying to sell you a product or convince you to vote for it. It's acting solely on your behalf. So if you get a very strong message from your viscera, from your intuition, obey it. Take it very seriously. As I always tell my children, if you're talking to somebody and the person seems creepy, he's creepy. It doesn't mean you can convict him in a court of law for creepiness, though maybe you should try, but you don't need to. All you need to know is that what your senses are telling you is absolutely true. This person's creepy. If you feel deception, you're being lied to, period. Now, you may not know how you're being lied to or why you're being lied to, much less what the truth is. You probably don't. I, most of the time, have no idea. But if you feel you're being lied to, you're 100% right. You are being lied to. And if you feel that something very intense and history-changing is about to happen, don't ignore it. Don't panic. There's no profit in that. You can't control it. You're not in charge.
Yes, Fox News firing Tucker Carlson, I can say, was the best decision ever. But when you take a look at how he sounded here, to me, it's a little bit frightening. I was more interested in this. Former Fox News star Tucker Carlson has made startling predictions about the 2024 presidential elections, telling an audience that he doesn't believe President Biden and former President Trump will actually face off against each other again. By referring to Biden as snake, Carlson claimed he was being cruel, but it was just true. He went on to say that while Trump is dealing with 90 or more charges stemming from 4 separate indictments, Biden is losing ground to Trump in the polls. Take the opponent out of the race and they are still losing, he noted. So I don't know what is going to happen. This is not going to be a race between Biden and Trump. I will bet my beloved fishing camp in the mine that is not going to happen. That is not going to happen, Tucker Carlson repeated. So what will happen? He asked. Well, I don't know. One of like 400 distinct other possibility, pick one. But one of the possibility is particularly worrisome to Carlson. If it is Gavin Newsom, he stated, we should be very, very concerned. That guy is scary. I mean it. It's scary, but that is not a whole separate conversation. These issues will be fast, he said, soon like in a year, and the road from here to November 2024 is going to be filled with development nobody in this room could foresee. I can promise you that, so it is about to get very serious. For sure, only the leadership of the war is at stake, which is also, by the way, we now know the most lucrative possible franchise in human history. At that time, Tucker Carlson asked the audience to let their imagination run wild for a moment. What will not they do? He asked. What haven't they done? What might they do next? How will you prepare yourself for that? Take this seriously. As soon as you want to retreat and pretend everything is fine, sit down. It is not fine. Okay. He stressed that the small group of people who are running the United States of America does not represent anything close to a majority of Americans. Just to restate, he explained Donald Trump, who was hated as a blood enemy by over 400% of the population and who has been attacked in ways no political figure has been attacked in the West, is beating the incumbent president. That is, and of itself, a sign of revulsions and deep dissatisfaction with what we are doing. Even though a majority of Americans are not on board with the policies that are leading the destructions of the country as funded, Carlson honestly wondered we face the darkest people he say he has seen.